What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dizo, and you are watching the ShadeSnSoleS channel. Alright guys, for tonight we're going to be talking about the real review for the Adidas, I don't know what SM stands for, but Dame 9s, okay? So, a lot of you guys may be asking, why the video now? This shoe has been released for probably almost, if not a year, almost close to a year, but as time would have it, you know, as time passes by, prices for shoes just go lower and lower. So if you guys don't believe me, check this out right now. 84 bucks, 48 bucks, 72, and then probably on the new colorway back to 120. But the old ones, right, the old colorways are going for as low as $48. And another reason is because when I got this shoe originally, I believe you guys have seen my what do you call this, seen my shorts when I had this video, and then I got injured, and yeah, so even more delay. But now I've had some time with this shoe. I've actually finished this shoe for a long time, and I just never got to making the video. But enough talk, let's talk about the shoe, and because of the price, whether or not you guys should be buying this for yourself, buying this for your friends who are interested in basketball. I wanted to make this all performance, but the main purpose why I wanted to get this colorway was if I could get the performance and look good as well. But yeah, we'll talk about that further. Without much ado, let's get to the shoes. This is how they came in. If you guys are asking what colorway this is the Boston FC Bayern basketball collaboration. I am not sure, but this is how the shoe came with. Obviously, I've already used this shoe, as you can see. I've played with them. What else comes with the box, right? Those shoe trees, the tags right there. Okay, this is not my true to size. I went down half a size, so that's a size 8. I'm usually 8.5. And since I'm done testing these shoes, I'm probably going to end up putting the white laces on these and just rock this casually. Okay, let me get rid of the box real quick. All right, you guys saw how much the shoe was, but if you guys are asking me where I got the shoe, okay, I got it at bstn.com, Adidas BSTN, or Boston. Collaborated with FC Bayern basketball. Okay, if you guys know how to pronounce that correctly, I don't. All right, but that's how much the shoe costs, $120. If you guys need a product description read, here you go. I'm gonna jump to the highlights right here. Adidas Boston FC Bayern basketball SM Dame 9, synthetic upper, textile lining, light strike cushioning, rubber outsole embossed BSTN Sparks logo, Damian Lillard logo on tongue, FC Bayern basketball, Bayern and Dame prints on heel tabs, co-branded inside. Okay, there you go. All right, now onto the performance of the shoe. Outsole. Okay, this is where I differ in the outsole, because I got this colorway, right? I've heard before I even made this review, before I even bought the shoe, I did something I never normally do, which is listen to other people's review. But because I haven't done any reviews for so long, right before I got this shoe, I wanted to hear other people's opinion on it, and I heard nothing but good things about the shoe. Okay, when I saw this colorway, I'm like, let me go get that colorway. This looks good. I love black and white colorways, so I got the shoe. To my disappointment, okay, because of this, possibly, and this has been true for other shoe brands, I didn't quite get this with the Adidas brand. This may probably be the first time that I had an Adidas shoe that the colorway of the outsole mattered. Okay, because everybody else was saying their Dame 9's grip was either good or better, right? But with my experience on this, it depends on the court. Okay, pristine courts, these are excellent. Okay, now if it's a pristine court but a different different type of finish. Like let's say this can do well with wood and vinyl courts, but if it's not wood, if it's like a cement with some type of a rubberized paint, it doesn't do as well. Okay, so if you are in a pristine wooden court or vinyl finish court, this will do good for you. But if you're on cement with just rubberized paint or a different paint, or even wood with mildly dusty court, don't even get this colorway. Okay, but if you're in it to look nice, or if you're trying to get the best looking colorway, then yes, this is one of the best looking colorways I've come across with the Dame 9. So yeah, go ahead and get them. Okay, but that's what I have to say for the outsole. It does have some grip depending on the court that you wear this. All right, so depending on the court you're playing with most of the time, if this is your go-to, if you're planning to make this your go-to shoe, then go right ahead for this colorway. I cannot speak for the other colorways. All right, let me get that across. Let me get that across, and let me get that straight. I cannot speak for the other colorways. Now, in terms of the midsole, I am very intrigued with the midsole because the encasing rubber here is different from the encasing rubber outside, right? This is a little bit harder, obviously, and this is a little bit softer, as you guys can see. But I think it's because of containment purposes, which is a good thing, right? Lateral containment when you're moving this way. This is for the right foot, so if you're going this way, it's gonna stop you. Whereas this one is softer, which is good in my opinion, because it provides for more flexibility here, and also flexibility when you come to bend that portion of your forefoot. Okay, it's light strike, and I must say, compared to the other light strike, which is either a good thing or a bad thing, I could say the implementation on light strike on this particular Dame 9 shoe is, how do I say it? It's amazing. I want to get to a detail than just give you a general idea of it. It's plush, but at the same time stable. Okay, it's plush in the sense that it's comfortable when you put your feet in, when you run around. Okay, and mind you, this is coming from a player who I know how it feels to be 100% body wise, whereas compared to now that I'm a little bit older, I have a bunch of injuries. Okay, on my right ball of the foot, I have a gout issue. On my left foot, I have a Lisfranc fracture of my first and my second metatarsal. Okay, post surgery. And because of that post surgery, instead of me having my gout on my left foot to my ball of my foot, it stopped around the arch area of my foot on the anterior side. So if you guys don't know what that means, this is my left foot. You see that little bump right there in the middle of your foot? Right around there, I had gout there once, and it flared up a lot, and I had swelling. Okay, post swelling, there's still some sediments there, so now it's kind of malformed or deformed, whatever you want to call it. But post gout attack, I still feel pain there. Okay, but here's a good thing. To those people who might have suffered the same injury or have suffered the same thing, this shoe is good to go. I can tell you that from experience. This shoe is good to go. If you're able to still play, yeah, this has a plush feeling, but a stable feeling. Too much plush, if you have stability, compensating stability is an issue for your foot, this shoe won't give you issues because of how plush it feels and how comfortable it feels, while at the same time being stable. All right, that's all I have to say about that. In terms of me, how it relates to me, post injury and post gout flares. Okay, this has a stability plate as well. The best stability plate I can ever remember was the hardened 3s. Okay, made me feel really fast. I could feel the spring on those like crazy. Okay, the Adidas hardened 3s, that was a while back. This one has stability plate. I don't feel as fast, right? But if it helps with my stability and my post injuries, then I'm okay with it. Okay, does it have a little bit of spring to it? Yes, it does, but not as much as Dame 3s, like I mentioned. So midsole on these were excellent. And then now onto the uppers, and this is where this blows my mind. Okay, in comparison to the AE1s, in comparison to the hardened 9s, right? This, to me, this may not be over the top materials, but when you take a look at this, this is like a 3-layer upper. Okay, first we got this very outermost piece, right? Okay, let me refocus my camera. This outermost piece, this second piece right here, and then the third piece is everything from the sock liner and to the tongue. Okay, so the outermost layer is I'd like to think they tried to make it look like or feel like a leather, but it is not. They're trying to make it look like it without trying to look like it and achieving something different. It almost feels like, let me see, it almost feels like synthetic material, right? But not as smooth as the synthetic material that's here, the sock liner areas. If you guys can see that. Okay, so yeah, this is the outer material. All right, and then the second layer is this one right here. This one is a mesh material, right? It's maybe sewn on together, but they are two different materials for sure. And then the third one is this sock liner, or the booty liner. Let me see if I can. This is one of the things that blows my mind because of how much. This may be the cheapest cheapest signature line, the Adidas basketball lineup, but this is filled with a lot of materials. They may be cheap, but just the effort to make this shoe alone is a lot. Okay, so this is what I mean, right? And what separates this is the tongue. Although this is all sewn up together, there's an area here where you can almost think, or what they're trying to do was make a sock liner out of a one piece, but then at the same time trying to make that tongue independent. Well, you can't remove or move away with the tongue, but I don't know if I'm making sense the way I'm talking right now, but that's how I view it. That's how I experience it. That this is like a one piece right here, right? At the same time, there's breathability areas, cutouts, and whatever you want to call it in this shoe. Okay, padding on this one, there's a lot of padding on here compared to the hardened 9s and AE1s. I believe this is the most heel lockdown you can pick out of the three. This one may be number one, the second one may be the AE1s, and then the third one would be the hardened 9s. Okay, my feet and the hardened 9s just keep popping out. It didn't pop out, but it feels like it's about to pop out. That's what I'm trying to say. I never said it popped out, but it feels like it would. Okay, so again, out of all the Adidas signature models, to me, with the exception of the outsole, right? This is going to be the conclusion of my review, right? The outsole on the Dame 9s, not this colorway. I can't really speak for everybody else, but for this colorway alone, this was a kind of a letdown for me. Okay, but it's good in certain courts. I love the midsole on these, and I definitely love the upper on these. The midsole and the upper is just comfort. Okay, You wouldn't expect it from $120 shoe from Adidas, right? I think if this was around with the Nikes, this would probably be 150, 180, even with the cheap materials here. But just because of the comfort, stability, the plushness of the midsole, right? Yeah, this to me feels premium, okay, without having to use premium materials, right? This is premium feeling without having to use premium materials for a not premium price, okay? Yeah, and that's why to me, I think this is very important for me to even bring this shoe up or make a review of this shoe even after months or probably a year after it's been released, because now these are on sale and now you can have them for cheap. All right, let me do a quick on foot of the shoe so you guys can see how it looks, and that will happen time now. So now that you've seen the on foot, so here's how it looks with me switching out the laces. And while I was about to switch the laces, I know I talked about the uppers on the shoe, just so I could make myself clear what I was talking about when I was babbling all about it. Okay, so like I said, this is a three-piece upper on the shoe, right? So here's the first layer, second layer right here, which acts as a shell. This is the third layer that I'm talking about. So it's sewn together with this whole one piece, right? They meet up. So as you can see, this is the tongue, but they meet. There's a sewn all up together with this whole one piece thing, right? All the way here. But there's a space here and then there's a space here for breathability purposes. And yeah, so there you have it. I just wanted to make it clear. All right, well, I think that is the conclusion of my Adidas Dame 9 Boston FC Bayern colorway. I've already told you guys I bought this for the looks and the performance. Sadly, because of the outsole, didn't quite go as expected, but I'm pretty sure other colorways perform differently. If you guys have the Dame 9s, tell me what colorways you have and then how this one turned out for you. But as for me, outsole was average, superb midsole, superb upper. Again, premium comfort and feeling with a not premium price, and that's the best thing about it for me, at least. Okay, and performance, as discussed, is coming from somebody post injury. I know how it feels to be 100%, and now that I'm not, I could also speak from both sides. I tell you, this will be very good for anybody who is post injury and no injuries at all. All right, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below if you have any questions or concerns. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for your support. It's your boy Dizo signing off. Peace out.